let us begin the video game. Regarding Voodoo, while our game draws heavy inspiration from Voodoo tradition and culture, we diverge drastically from the reality of what is a rich and active religion. Where we borrow, we seek to do so respectfully, but the game is ultimately a work of pure and wonderful fiction. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right, Voodoo Detective. How was Indy? Indy was good. Indy was very good. We managed to PB. Out of the blue a little bit. But yeah, managed to jump up, what was it, like a 20-ish second PB? Which I was pretty stoked about. Kind of half trying to put this overlay in really quick. Let's just enjoy the music while I attempt to do this quick. I'm worried I'm gonna have to do some tomfoolery to get this to work, which is not ideal. Yeah, stand by. I'm gonna do this. I can't let this delicious overlay go to waste. We must do it. Voodoo Detective. It's nearly there, nearly there. At least it's got a good little soundtrack here, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's see if it worked. Okay, cool. There we go. Thanks for bearing with. Thank you, Krelos, as well, for putting the theme together. It is very nice. Cool. Okay. We can now play video games now. So yeah, this is Voodoo Detective. Came out a few years ago. Quite excited. Good here. Let's begin the game. Looking at you too, Gabe. Yeah, Gabe is a pretty big one here. New game. Enter name here.
I should describe myself.
Ooh. Tough, sensitive, or shrewd? What are we thinking here, people? Are we picking our path? Oh, really? I was just reading, getting caught up with the chat here. Peter McConnell. Interesting. That's cool. Sensitive. Should we do a little a poll? Should we do impromptu poll? Actually, yeah. I think we go sensitive. I was thinking sensitive. Tough. I mean, we just did a fist run. I think we got our toughness out. Rude. Almost feels like too much of a classic adventure game thing. Sensitive. A little sensitive run. I'm here for that.
I'm a sensitive voodoo man.
Voodoo man.
What am I looking for? Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't need to put out a personal ad. Why did I let my brother talk me into moving here? This town needs saving, he said. Restless spirits, he said. Oh, well, I can't blame them. With all the damn tourists here, I feel pretty restless myself. This town's got all the charm of a burning outhouse.
Short Sleeve Studio presents.
Just my luck. I better poke around for something to help me put this fire out.
Wait, what? The titles are on fire? Okay. Let's see what we have here. Window. Radio, burning text.
There's got to be something in my office I can use to douse this overblown candle.
Oh, phone's ringing.
Whoa, that's hot.
Okay, we can't get down there then.
I like having books in my office for some light reading. Homer, Aeschylus, Euripides, Aristophanes, Herodotus. Just kidding. They're mostly spy novels.
Say that's some light reading for sure.
It's a mask representing Papa Legba, a voodoo demigod. He's one of the most powerful Loa and arbiter between humanity and the spirit realm.
Oh, hey, Villainy. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Raiders. Nice to see you all. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Joining us at a very good time. I'm just starting my first play of Voodoo Detective right now, as we speak.
It's a mask representing Baron Samedi, a voodoo demigod. He's the lord of the underworld and one of the most powerful Loa. I like to keep him close. I find it comforting somehow. There's a hidden switch behind the mask.
Oh? Hidden bar.
My seltzer bottle. That fire's about to have a toe tag and a ticket to the big adios.
Indeed. Hey, Stan. Ready and running? Yep. No worries. No spoilers here yet. This is literally like minutes into the game, so no worries. Thanks very much for the raid. Have a good rest of your night. Burning text. Let's get rid of it. It's a fun way to do the kind of the intro. Let's get this telephone out of here.
Voodoo Detective speaking. How may I help you? Yes, that's my real name. No, I don't detect voodoo. I practice voodoo and use hoodoo to detect. It's right on the sign. No problem. Take care.
All right. Oh, okay. Moving quickly here.
If you're from the fire brigade, you're a little late.
Are you Voodoo Detective?
That's my name, unless they changed it while I wasn't looking. What's this about, Miss...
If you don't mind, I'd like to save the introductions for later, Mr. Detective. I have a rather strange case that may be well suited to a man of your talents. That is, if you do voodoo. You do voodoo, don't you?
You don't do voodoo, ma'am.
You do voodoo.
Why don't you come in and sit down and show some respect?
I guess it is just his name.
Now, suppose you tell me about it from the very beginning.
I need your help, Detective. I need you to find out who I am.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
I swear this never happens.
I am enjoying these idle gags. This is pretty good.
What do you mean, find out who I am? If you're looking for a shrink, that's not really the kind of soul-searching I do.
I mean, I've lost my memory. You may not understand, but it's rather precious to me, and I'd like it recovered.
Okay. Well, what do you remember?
You lost your memory, huh? Did you check the couch cushions?
Is this some kind of joke to you?
Take it easy, lady. You haven't given me much to work with.
My name is Voodoo Detective. This is...
Is anything you do
a little bit
remember?
silly.
What are you doing?
Just a little examination.
Oh, okay. This is going to sound strange. I don't know if you'll believe me.
Doesn't matter what I believe. You go on with your story.
Well, the very first thing I remember was standing at a crossroads. I'm not sure where, but it felt somehow both familiar and foreign at the same time. Like the memory of a dream. There was an old man there. He spoke to me.
I believe this belongs to you.
I was confused. I couldn't remember ever having seen the pendant before. In fact, I couldn't remember anything. He seemed to understand.
Don't worry, child. A little sleep and you'll be back to your old self again.
My head started to swim and I blacked out. When I woke, I was lying in a bed I didn't recognize, in a life I didn't recognize. Around my neck was the pendant from my dream, and in my hand, your business card.
I never printed any business cards. You mind if I take a look?
By all means.
Indeed.
Well, that's not normal.
Okay. Very curious. And yeah, definitely. Could you imagine what the tough sassiness would have been? Who knows?
So you don't have any idea who you might be?
I've learned, or at least I've been told, that my name is Mary Fontoul. My husband, Victor Fontoul, is the president of Island Ventures. We live in a mansion outside of town with our butler, Benny.
Butler.
We've
Look
been
at you.
married for 10 years, and we're very happy together.
And you don't believe a word of it?
I may have lost my memory, Detective, but I haven't lost my intuition. This woman I'm supposed to be, Mary Fontoul, it's not me.
And what if you're wrong?
Then you'll have made a bit of money, and I'll walk away a confused rich woman.
Okay.
Why not see a doctor? Why come to me?
Believe me, I've seen all the best doctors money can buy. The popular opinion is that it's stress.
Well, I'm not one to knock the other guy's merchandise, but you could have saved some time coming here first. You said the old man gave you a pendant. Do you have it with you?
Yes, here. If it helps the investigation, please keep it.
The investigation? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still need more information before I agree to take the case.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we need some information, all right.
Let's say I am interested. Do you remember how to use a checkbook?
Checks, huh?
I can offer you a $200 advance and another $200 on completion, plus expenses. Money's not an issue. Can you help me out? Or do I need to find someone else?
Forget it. Credits. I'll take it.
Well, all right, sweetheart. For that kind of cabbage, I'd voodoo investigate most anything. consider me hired.
Thank you, Detective. I don't mind telling you that comes as a relief to me. Here's the money. I have a good feeling about you.
Save your feelings for book club, honey.
You know, you better keep that shirt buttoned, Detective. I wouldn't want your big old heart falling out.
I'll be careful, Voodoo Dollface. How can I get in touch if I need to talk with you about the case?
If you need me, I'm staying at the Chic Shell Hotel. Please come see me if you make any progress. Oh, and Detective,
Yes?
don't call me Voodoo Dollface.
Don't
What
call
a
me
knockout.
Shirley.
A dame like that could give a zombie a heart attack, or a voodoo detective a real headache. I better mail my personal ad and then go get my book of voodoo back from Billy.
Okay. So what do we have here? What's in our inventory? We've got the money.
It's a small, unremarkable pendant made of gold. Mary said it was given to her by an old man in a dream. I should see if I can find where it came from.
It's a good call.
It's the money Mary gave me.
Okay, that's all we have.
Those don't go together.
So we can combine things. Then we can pull these out to use them. I see. Not that the skull has been glowing for a little
Can't
bit.
use that here.
What should I do
That
with it?
won't help here.
Oh, get rid of that. I just want to click on the skull.
One new message. Message 1. Hey, it's Ronnie, your landlord. I still haven't received this month's rent from you. You're new in town, so I'm cutting you some slack. But if I have to call you again, I'm not going to be as friendly. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. End of message.
Okay. Oop, I don't need to hear that again.
No new messages.
Anything on the desk?
I can barely see my desk under all these bills. Nice desk, though.
Bills. Can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bills.
This radio may be old, but the speaker's got a powerful magnet.
Okay.
I listen. So do the neighbors.
Big magnet. That seems like it's going to be important.
This town has all the charm of a burning outhouse. I like having books in my office for some light home. Just kidding.
You've gone through there. Anything in the bar?
First aid kit.
Oh, ayo.
I better grab Grammy's book from Billy's.
Okay, so that gives us our quest then. Like, it kind of reminds us. Billy's book.
I better grab Grammy's book from Billy's.
Grammy's book from Billy. Sure. Anything else that we can do? Gone through the masks. Fan.
It's my #1 fan.
There you go. We got jokes. Door to street. Well, let's do it.
Just grab my coat before I go.
Whoa, okay. But this is... There's Billy's. I guess that's where we need to go next. We've got tourists. Aplenty. What is this? Island Kitchen? Island Trader. Montool Estate and the cemetery. Alright, good night. Alex, good to see you.
I'm not talking to any tourists.
Okay, keeps things simple. Should we pop into the trader, or do we just stick to the... I guess we'll stick to the plan here. We'll go into Donut Hole Billy's. Great name.
Well, if it isn't New Guinea's newest detective, what can I do for you, VD?
Going to the VD, huh? Okay.
It's been a hell of a day, Ricky. Give me a Voodoo fizz and make it kick like a mule with hay fever on Mardi Gras.
You got it. On the house.
Oh, the house. Sheesh.
Down the hatch. Delicious. I'm working a new case. Mind if I grill you?
Go right ahead, Mr. Detective.
Have you seen this pendant before?
Oh, vintage. Not really my style, but nice piece. Could be an heirloom. Sorry, I've never seen it before.
What can you tell me about Mary Fontoul?
Fontoul? I only know of Victor Fontoul. He owns Island Ventures.
Okay. Island Ventures.
Thanks for the info, Rick.
No problemo.
Yeah. Just start telling everybody you had a bad day.
I need the skinny on some of the locals.
Of course, VD. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Donut Hole Billy.
How was my brother Billy doing?
Oh, it's a brother, okay.
Oh, you know Donut Hole. Still tapping his foot and typing out tunes.
Old
I'm
Donut
sure
Hole.
he's pretty fed up with folks trying to take over his bar, but nothing could shade his shine. He's just his wonderful musical self. Right now, he's in one of his trances. Why don't you see if you can bring him around?
Thanks for the info, Ricky. What do you think of all these tourists?
Well, you know I really can't complain. They bring good business to the bar.
Where did they all come from?
Our quiet little island's become a bit of a hot spot ever since Island Ventures moved in. They set out to commoditize the island experience for package and sale. First it was Island Kitchen, then Island Trader, and now Island Coffee. Sometimes I don't even recognize this town anymore. I don't think they'll stop until this island is just one long line of sweaty tourists shuffling from one island franchise to another. But I can't complain. Like I said, business is good.
It's a Aussie mandrill situation perhaps going on here.
What was Zawanga like before they showed up?
Well, there were a lot fewer Hawaiian shirts and a heck of a lot more character. The main drag used to be a colorful collection of cozy shops and local flavor. Now it's just a tidy row of island brand imitation. They turned a rum on the rocks into a virgin pina colada. Even started tearing down old monuments. The most recent victim was a Honfo, where island coffee's going up. Now, people practicing voodoo like you and your brother don't really have a place to worship.
Could you imagine that happening in Gabriel Knight? They just like that whole hidden forward bully, like below the park. Just a Starbucks actually just moved into it. It's a pretty big one.
That's enough about tourists.
Quite a twist to that story.
Any chance I could borrow your mortar and pestle?
Yeah, right?
The tools of my trade? Would I ask you for your gree-gree and magnifying glass? Or whatever it is voodoo detectives use to voodoo detect? Well, I guess we could make a trade.
Okay.
What do you have in mind?
What do you got?
I'm running dangerously low on mint leaf. I need it for all the goofy drinks those tourists guzzle down. If you can get me more mint, the mortar and pestle are all yours.
It's an interesting trade because you probably need the mortar and pestle to grind the mint. I guess you can just smack it, I guess, but interesting.
I've got split. See
All right.
you around, Ricky.
Everybody keep your eyes peeled for mint. Not talking
Tourists.
tourists.
Why'd it have to be tourists?
Why did it have to be snakes?
They better not tear this place down, too.
Our main guy's
These
on the
tourists
right.
make me appreciate the mosquitoes.
Bad day to be a tourist,
I
huh?
hardly recognize this town anymore.
These tourists are everywhere. I'm not talking to any tourists.
Okay.
Looks like Billy's got a little offering to Papa Legba here.
Is there just like a gauntlet on the ground? This is quite a situation going on here. All right, there's the book.
That's my grandmother's book of voodoo. We call her Grammy. She was a legendary mambo. I should really ask Billy before I take it.
I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
No use trying to talk to Billy while he's in one of his piano trances. There's got to be a way to snap him out of it.
All right, giant bucket of water is calling to me.
Never know when you might need a bucket of water.
Isn't that the truth?
I should use that bucket of water before I pick up any other heavy objects.
Okay, interesting. Adventure game logic. That makes sense. What are we doing? Doing that? Just dump the water on it?
Rise and shine. I guess he's still out of it.
Okay. Okay. I guess that would have been pretty easy, huh?
I bet I could find a use for this.
Are we really taking the whole chair?
That's odd. Looks like a metal gauntlet. The sort of medieval knight might wear. I should use that chair first. These things are heavy.
Is this literally just one of these quests where it's like you have to keep using things until incrementally, like they get funnier and funnier until... Are we about to break a chair? Are we about to, like... John Cena has entered the room here.
This hurts me more than it hurts you, Billy.
Oh, he's using the foldable chair!
Still nothing.
My man is dialed in. He's in the pocket right now.
That's odd. Looks like a metal gauntlet. The sort of medieval knight might wear. Could come in handy, if you'll excuse the pun.
I do have an inner monologue that advises me against picking up too many heavy objects. You know? This is a relatable moment then, I guess. Let's just challenge this guy to a duel, I guess.
What did the 5 metal fingers say to the face? Hey, something fell out of the gauntlet. It's an old harmonica, like the one I used to play with Billy when we were kids.
Yeah.
You held on to this for me? After all these years.
So, I think that this style is fine where, like, you know, none of the actual characters out here are ever going to, like, talk to each other properly. They have, like, you know, the punch-ins for the portraits. But there was kind of something really funny about, like, Voodoo Detective just deadpan into nothing, looking at absolutely nothing, and just takes the gauntlet, just, like, without a care in the world, just, like, cold-blooded gauntlet throw.
It's my blues harp.
Okay, is this... We gotta do a little duet?
If I want to get through to him, I need to start speaking his language.
Just like old times. Hearing that harmonica always brings me back. What's new, Voodoo?
So his name is Voodoo Detective, and his brother's name is Donut Hole Billy. What a family.
You mind if I borrow Grammy's book?
Help yourself. But I'm surprised you need it. Must be a real tough case.
This old book comes in handy more often than you'd think.
Donut Hole Billy Detective. Yeah. The family name, you know.
I've got a new case. Mind if I pick your brain?
Go right ahead.
Timbit Billy. Shout out to Tim Hortons.
Have you ever seen this pendant?
Sorry, I don't go in for any jewelry foolery. Ricky knows more about that sort of thing. You could ask him for a hot tip while you sip.
missed that.
Have you ever seen this pendant?
Sorry, I don't go in for any jewelry foolery. Ricky knows more about that sort of
We already
thing.
talked to Ricky.
You could ask him for a hot tip while you sip.
Have you ever heard the name Mary Fontoul?
Has my baby brother got eyes for some lovely lady?
It has to do with a case.
Sure, Voodoo. Whatever you say. Wait, Fontoul?
Yeah, Mary Fontoul.
I know a Victor Fontoul. Maybe she's related to him.
She's his wife.
Going after a married woman, eh? Oh, I'm just messing with you. Sorry, I never met her.
That's enough shop talk for now. What's happening, Billy?
Well, shoot, where to begin?
What's with the offering on the piano?
Something ain't swinging right in the spirit realm. I can't lock down the beat. It's all out of tune. The rhythm's wrong. I figured a little spirits for the spirits couldn't hurt.
Okay. Think you really love this. It's pretty cool, right? I actually also am enjoying this so far. Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. I really like the art. The music is really like top notch. I think that makes it very easy to get into a game like that. It's pretty cool.
How have you been?
I'm doing all right, brother, especially since you moved here. Although I wish those Island Ventures vultures wouldn't knock such a steady beat on my door. They keep trying to get their tasteless talons into my business. Already own more than half the town. Oh well, in every life, a little rain must fall. As long as I have occasion to tickle the old ivories, I'm satisfied.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Enough about you.
Lay it on me.
See you around, Billy.
Come back again soon. And don't forget that harmonica of yours. It always brings me back.
What's this? This is the book. Okay, spells and recipes. Love hex. Gather a token of sweetness from the yearning lover. Handwritten signature from lover pursued. Quart apple, in which to combine them. Half the apple and serve to both parties. Warning: side effects may include deafness, dumbness, blindness, and excessively grand thoughts. Grammy's Flamin' Hot Sauce. Oh. Bat guano. Charcoal sulfur. Okay. 9/10 Loi. Loi possession ceremony. Establish a veve. The appendix. Sand or chalk in front of the central pillar. The hound fall. Shake and as on over the veve, saluting the 4 cardinal directions. Warning: you will lose control of your body. Okay, interesting. Probably good to leave this over for future quests here. Owner Honer. Return an item to its owner. Okay, so we've got pretty much ingredients to most of these things here. Soporific, okay. Fugotoxin's deadly on an empty stomach. Okay. Strength enhancer. Govi creation ritual. Oh, appendix, very good. Okay, so it's got some important definitions of things, it looks like. Okay. Cool. Guess let's keep schmoving here. Ooh, double clicking moves us quickly. I like it. Alright, so what are we even doing here? What do we need to do?
I need to find out who gave Mary that pendant. Might be time to crack open Grammy's book.
Got it. Okay. So you've got one thing that's open with the mint. We find some mint that we can trade for a mortar and pestle. We might need that sooner rather than later. I'm guessing this owner honer is the one to do here. So we need a black candle, a lodestone, and lemon zest. And then grind up everything with a mortar and pestle. Okay. All right. Where does one get a lodestone from, I wonder? What shell? Candy.
Welcome to Island Trader, an authorized dealer of Island brand products.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look around.
Okay.
Go right ahead, sir.
Candy.
They put the candy where the kids can see. It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
Just a bunch of cheap tourist junk.
More?
Just a bunch of cheap tourist junk.
Okay. Zoanga, Zo Problems. That's a pretty awesome shirt.
This shirt says, Nuganine, who this?
Is there a bunch of these?
Zawanga, sweet Zawanga. Zawanga, Zo Problems. Zowabunga.
Zoabunga.
It takes Zo to Wanga.
Okay.
Zawanga, Zo Problems.
Yeah, we've looped here.
Just a bunch of cheap tourist junk.
Screwdriver could be handy.
It's a souvenir screwdriver. There's a tiny inscription on the side.
Okay.
I went to Zawanga, and all I got was screwed.
Funny and functional.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we gotta get this, right?
I'll take it.
Thanks for shopping at Island Trader, where all your trades come true.
We definitely needed that. That was a good purchase. What else do we have? Cameras? Do we need camera?
It's a camera.
Hopefully this
Real
isn't
beauty, too. I can tell you the image quality is truly remarkable. Plus, we developed the photos right here.
I'm hoping this isn't like a Zach McCracken situation where we, can be dead man walking without enough money, but I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy everything.
Great! Thanks for shopping at Island Trader. There's nothing we won't trade for your business.
Worst case, it's like
I'm not
we just
shelling
have a
out
bunch
any
of
cash for that.
very good. Worst case, we just have some extra inventory, but we've made it through enough Monkey Island games to where we can live with that.
My hat and coat keep me covered.
All right. Well, we got a couple things that seem handy. Excuse me, handy. We looked around. Anything to
It's the
clean
camera I
here?
bought from Island Trader. The shopkeep said he'd develop my photos for free.
Okay. That seems important for later.
It's my screwdriver. It says, I went to Zawanga, and all I got was screwed.
Cool. All right. Well, I didn't know if there was something maybe inside it around the bend. Who knows? Okay. We're not talking to tourists, it says. We can check the island kitchen. Probably some ingredients in there, maybe?
It's a chain restaurant, closed for remodeling. Normally, there's a line around the block.
All right, because it's island coffee now. This is also a scroller, so good to know. Big room here.
This used to be a humfo, a voodoo place of worship. At least until they bulldozed it to make way for island coffee.
Okay. So we've got what looks to be some sort of bank situation. It's a law office. We can climb to the roof on it. That's fascinating. This exits to the estate. More tourists. Let me just see what we have out here. Anything else? The Cheek Shell Hotel. Okay.
I can't stand tourists. I'd rather talk to a loaded gun.
Okay, wow, that's a big jump. Boy, I really hate tourists to be like, I'd rather be in a lot of danger.
That guy's loaded. I need to find out who gave Mary that pendant. Might be time to crack open Grammy's book.
So we just gotta keep our eyes peeled for the ingredients, I guess.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind stepping away from the vault? Only Crumbsford Capital account holders are allowed in.
Credit skip, yeah. Credit early, right here, for sure. Oh, ink bottle.
It's a bottle of black ink.
I'm sorry, sir, but if you take that ink, other customers won't be able to sign our contracts.
Well, we can't have that.
I mean, this obviously screams for a take me, right? All right, Penny.
Hello and
Great name.
welcome to Crumbsford Capital. What can I do for you today?
I'm a Voodoo private investigator. I was hoping to speak with Mr. Crumbsford.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Crumbsford is out at the moment. But don't worry, he should be back soon.
Crumbsford, what a name.
I have no reason to give these people my money.
Not yet.
See you.
You get the free toaster. We just go in the office. This is my office
The
now.
door is locked.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Crumbsford is out at the moment. But don't worry, he should be back soon.
The voice acting's really good in this game. Having a lot of fun listening to it. Okay, let's get out. Let's do the law office, I guess.
Legal documents and books on law. I'd rather be stranded on a desert island than read those.
There's a lot of things this guy does not want to do.
Hey, you keep away from there.
You voodoo detective. Okay, does not want us around the filing cabinet. Vent shaft, that's fascinating.
It's a ventilation shaft. Looks like it runs to the roof.
Okay. There was a ladder to the roof, of course, as we remember.
This desk is a little messy, but still, it's a good desk.
Are you sure he's not desk investigator?
Legal documents and books on law. I'd rather be stranded on a desert island than read those.
Okay, okay.
Legal documents and books on... I'd rather...
Yeah, I'm aware of the situation with that. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Eddie here.
Mr. Lawton?
If you've come for legal services, I'm afraid I can't take on any more clients at the moment.
Actually, my name is Voodoo Detective. I'm a Voodoo private investigator. Got some questions I was hoping you could answer pro bono.
Absolutely not. I have to finish preparations for an important, affair this evening. Can't you see how busy I am?
Seems above board.
Oh, how perfectly inconsiderate. I ought to hold you in contempt. You're just like my wife, Kiki, and her little puppets. Well, I'm not a puppet. I'm a man!
Okay. I'm a man.
Have you ever seen this pendant before?
This is a law office, not a lost and found. Now please excuse yourself before I'm forced to take legal action.
Be seeing you.
As not,
I certainly hope not.
okay. Made his point pretty clear, I suppose. Should we just play the,
I don't want anyone or anything playing my harmonica, except me.
Okay, can you play it? I feel like this would be kind of funny.
This is no time to practice harmonica.
Okay.
I've got work to do.
Get out of here. To the roof. So there's the other end of the vent. I don't know really what we need quite yet from this.
The grill is screwed in place. I can hear someone shuffling papers in the office below.
Okay, well, we've got a screwdriver. Just B&E in broad daylight. I love this. Let's go.
If I could fit in there, I'd have front row seats to the counselor's crooked cabaret.
Oh, it's crooked. We can't, though, I guess, is what it's suggesting. Okay. Well, we did see the suggestion in the book that you can like possess some sort of other thing, right? Some sort of what was this saying here? Like this thing, like say, establish a veve. Yes. Yeah, this seems maybe like something to do later on. All right, we're getting around here. Where do we want to be here? What's the black candle? Is there's a candle in our office. I don't know if it's a black candle though, is it? No, it's just a classic candle. Maybe we can recolor it somehow. Yeah, the appendix bit is very good, right? Okay.
If this candle were black, I could complete Grammy's owner Honer recipe.
You could complete it.
Too bad I don't have anything to dye it with.
Okay, well there is ink actually at the bank, right? We can complete that though? That's pretty good. Or is that just we can complete this part of it? Not super clear.
I see a white candle and I want it painted black.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, that was easy. I thought we'd have to do some distraction. I guess we're very sensitive. So, easy. So is this saying we could just do it now?
It's a black candle.
Okay, well that's one item done. The lodestone lemon zest. Oop, this is not what I want. Do you have a lemon?
Well, if it isn't New Guinea's new...
Yeah, I need a drink.
It's been a hell of a day, Ricky. Pour me another one.
You got it. On the house.
This is terrific.
Down the hatch.
Can I get a little lemon with that, please? Lemon zest.
Delicious.
Okay.
I've got a split. See you around, Ricky.
Just here for the free drinks.
A mortar and pestle. Ricky probably uses it to make drinks. Could be useful.
Where does one get a
Give
lodestone?
me cement and it's all yours.
Let me make sure I know what a lodestone is. Okay, they're magnetic rocks. Am I understanding this correctly? Okay. In that case... I don't know if that's in here. Maybe that's something I was supposed to look up here. No. Cool. I mean, this has a giant magnet in it, right?
This radio may be old. I bet I could get that magnet out if I could find something to jimmy this thing open with.
Screwdriver. The people's crowbar here.
The magnet came right out. But I broke my screwdriver.
Oh, shucks.
Cotton brand garbage.
I guess it only must work for those two things, I suppose.
I broke it. It doesn't work.
Nothing else in there. Okay, so now we just need to get ourselves some lemon zest. Oops. Oops.
I need something to grind these up with.
Oh, we have to grind them up. Okay, and we need mint. Fine. Should we do the cemetery and then we'll go to next spot? Oh, what's going on here? Music is so good in this game. I'm really enjoying it. So you've got a mausoleum. Pretty... A lot of choices made on that one. Got some tombstones. Flowers. Eartha. Good name. Oh, tourists. Very good. This is nice. Their mausoleum. Don't know if this scrolls any further. It looks like this is the final mausoleum here. I guess we'll try number 1 here.
The plaque says Crumpsford Family Mausoleum. The plaque says Crumpsford.
Okay, that's it then. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. All right, tombstone.
Here lies our friend Burning Larry.
Burning Larry.
Played with fire, so now he's buried.
I
I need to find out who gave Mary that. Little Junior's small and rough. He died proving he was tough.
Ooh.
Here lies celiac sickly Fred. He choked to death on gluten-free bread.
Okay, some dark turns here.
Esther dear, she was a saint. But then she sinned, and now she ain't.
Okay. These flowers.
Darla ran the old hotel until she rang the checkout bell. There's a bouquet of Centennial Dragonheart plumerias.
Dragonheart
They're
plumerias.
beautiful, but I'm no grave robber. Darla ran the old. They're beautiful.
Okay, so we can't pick those up yet. Yeah, so far it's been pretty straightforward, but there's plenty of room to go, I guess.
Out of one hole and into another.
Indeed. Let's see. 6 foot, 42 long, but still breathing. What is it that you want?
The name's Voodoo Detective. I'm a Voodoo private investigator.
My name is Eartha. I am the mistress of these hallowed grounds.
Good chat. I'll be seeing you, Eartha.
Folks always do, sooner or later.
They always make these gravedigger folks so interesting. Okay, another mausoleum, I
Just
guess?
another mausoleum.
Oh, literally just another mausoleum.
Tourists. Why'd it have to be tourists?
Hey, LAS. Hello, hello.
What is it that you want?
Good chat. I'll be seeing you, Eartha.
Folks always do, sooner or later.
Okay. So I guess there's not anything here at the moment that I noticed, unless I'm missing, hotspot, which could happen. All right. Oh, we also have the way to the hotel as well, to make sure we keep that in mind.
The greenhouse is locked. I'll need to find a key.
Need to find a key for the greenhouse, okay? Guess greenhouse, good place for mint as well.
Man, this guy's loaded. He's got a garden and a zoo. Sure, it's big, but is it huge?
Anything else over here before we try going in? This looks like the end of the room here.
Good day, sir. How can I help you?
The name is Voodoo Detective. I'm a Voodoo private investigator.
Voodoo, you say? What, may I ask, brings you here?
Actually, I'm looking for a Mr. Fontoul. Victor Fontoul. That you?
Oh, no, sir. I'm Benny, his butler. This is the Fontoul residence, but I'm afraid Mr. Fontoul is in a meeting at the moment. Perhaps you could come back another time.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not waiting.
That's all right. I don't mind waiting inside.
Mr. Fontoul should be finished presently.
Okay. So that's the office. We have a painting or butler's quarters. Anything else? Leave mansion chandelier.
Looks like someone's afraid of the dark. It's a portrait of a fancy man.
Okay, Benny Benny the butler. Oh, we can just go in. Oh, jeez, okay.
There's a letter here addressed to Benny.
Okay.
Tear stains have blotted out some of the words. Benny, you have to stop. I don't know what he would do if he found...
Ooh.
Besides, I can't just forget the way you treated me. I don't know what you're getting at. Voodoo, you're scaring me. I'd like to remain friends, but you have to stop. Sincerely, I wonder if Mary wrote this.
Okay. They having that?
The desk is empty. Nice woodwork, though.
Desk detective.
Opera records and romance novels. There's also handwritten sheet music. It says Benny and the Jest.
Oh, I
A
made
ballad
that joke.
about how my love life has been one grand joke.
Okay. Empty sherry bottles. Sherry, eh?
Empty. Looks like Benny Boy's been drinking more sherry than the Queen. I think it's Leopold. Empty. Looks like
Okay, are they all empty?
empty.
Okay. Okay, we've got a start here.
Mr. Fontule should be finished presently.
Should we confront him about the letter?
I got this letter here addressed to you.
Where did you get that? Have you been in my room?
Almost certainly.
This looks awfully bad, Benny Boy. A letter from someone who doesn't appreciate your attentions. Enough sherry to float the Royal Navy. And Mary Fontule wakes up without her memory. Care to explain?
We know a
You
lot.
have been in my room. Mr. Detective, I resent what you're insinuating, and I absolutely cannot abide you invading my privacy. I have nothing but respect and admiration for Mary Fontule. She's my dear friend, and one of the few people to show interest in my opera. I will speak no more on the matter. Mr. Fontule should be finished presently.
Okay. What a strange exchange.
Listen, you old pit viper. I've stuck my neck out for you financing this new factory of yours.
Factory.
All right. Calm yourself, dear boy. No need to get excited.
Well, if I'm excited, it's your fault. Quid pro quo, Victor, you slippery worm. I don't like all this cloak and dagger nonsense.
Ooh, Hobbs Barrow,
Just
shut
a
up.
little professional discretion, Gordon. We don't want anyone stealing our recipes, do we?
Discretion? I don't care a fig for your discretion. I care about what's being done with my money.
Be at ease, my friend. I'll explain it all at the shareholders' meeting. For now, please trust that things are progressing on schedule and as planned.
I don't like being left in the dark, Victor. I don't like it at all. You'd better have some answers next time we meet.
This is the money guy. Interesting. What is the sniffing, huh?
Sir, a voodoo detective is here to see you.
A detective?
Voodoo detective, Mr. Fontule. I was hoping we could talk.
I see. Well, why don't you join me in my office?
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
It's still right there.
Mr. Fontule will see you now. He's upstairs in his office.
Could you imagine having that conversation with somebody like, "Oh hi, I'm Benny the butler. I stole this thing from your room," and then immediately be like, "Well, if it isn't Benny the butler from 2 seconds ago, what a strange person they'd think we were." I like this game a lot. This has been fun. I like this art. This fire is very neat.
wants a map of a place called Ventures Island.
That's right. Island Ventures has big plans for Ventures Island.
Okay. Appropriate name, I suppose.
You've got quite the collection here. I don't even know what most of this stuff is.
Ah, yes. Those are from the old days before Island Ventures. I used to travel all over the world, collecting bits and bobs from hither and yon. I find different cultures completely fascinating. It's a bit of a hobby.
Lots of elegant leather-bound books. Just the kind you expect in a fancy office.
A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one.
Looks like a wedding photo.
Ah, what a happy day that was. Bloom of the peach, blush of the berry. My sweet, sweet Mary.
Right.
Okay. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Curiosities all seem the same.
You've got quite the collection here. I don't even...
I find...
Yeah, same bold spots.
Nothing compliments a hot day like a roaring fire.
Except perhaps a trench coat?
Oh, he's got jokes?
I do apologize for the excitement out there. When in business, one must deal with all sorts of people. Especially when you require funding.
What was that argument about?
Well, Island Ventures' subsidiary, Island Kitchen, is preparing to launch a new line of food. I'm holding the cards pretty close to my chest to avoid any leaks. Gordon doesn't like that. But surely that has nothing to do with why you've come to see me. Unless you, too, wish to inquire about the particulars of our new secret recipes?
I'm here on behalf of my client, your wife.
Mary? My God, I've been worried sick. Is she all right? She'd been acting like a completely different person, and then she just up and left.
I've got some questions about your wife.
Please, go ahead.
I will.
Was Mary spending time with anyone new prior to her memory loss?
Not that I know of. My work requires frequent travel, and Mary always insists on joining me. Couple that with a proclivity for solitude, and she isn't left with much opportunity to make new acquaintances. At least, none that I would be unaware of.
Does Mary have any close friends?
Mary keeps largely to herself, but she does visit with my nephew's wife on occasion. Her name is Kiki Lawton.
Kiki?
Do you know how I can reach Mrs. Lawton?
I know Kiki and Mary often enjoy brunch together at the Chic Shore restaurant. You might try there.
Okay, the hotel. And Lawton, that's the wife of the lawyer guy, is that right?
What do you know about Mrs. Lawton?
Kiki is the wife of my nephew, Theodore, but I'm afraid I don't know her very well.
If you don't mind, I've got other questions. Do you know of anyone who would want to harm Mary?
Heavens, no. Everyone loves Mary. She's kind and good. She never bothers anyone. A mind would have to be truly unhinged to harm a sweet, delicate flower like Mary.
What do you know about Mary's past?
I'm afraid very little. I know both of Mary's parents died when she was young, and she has no siblings. But she doesn't like to talk about her past, and I don't wish to reopen old wounds.
Mary was given this pendant around the time she lost her memory. Look familiar?
Why, yes. She brought it to me shortly after her memory trouble began. We never were able to find out where it came from. Do you think it has anything to do with her amnesia?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's enough about your wife for now. Do you mind if I ask some personal questions?
Go right ahead.
Everybody's very friendly, except for the one guy who wasn't.
You've amassed quite the fortune. Got any greedy-eyed next of kin looking for a slice of inheritance pie?
No, nothing like that. The only family I have aside from Mary is my nephew, Theodore Lawton.
Oh, it's his nephew.
He runs a law practice downtown and works as my lawyer.
And if you and Mary were out of the picture, he would stand to inherit quite a lot of lettuce, right?
Ooh, lettuce.
Are you suggesting that Theodore is trying to kill my wife?
I'm not suggesting anything, just exploring possibilities.
Interesting. Welcome back, Summer. Mary's a criminal boss. Yep. Case closed.
Do you know of anyone who might want to do you harm? Someone who might go after your wife to get to you?
In business, one has many competitors. And of course, if you're successful, there are bound to be those who look on with covetous eyes. But business is about optimizing profit, detective, and there is no profit in harming a man's wife.
That's enough about you for now.
I think I saw something about greenhouse access.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
Give me all your mint.
My butler, Benny, manages the grounds here. You'll have to ask him about it. Though he has become a bit more particular about whom he lets in, since his tiff with the local barman.
He has a little bit of a tiff with everybody,
That's
it
all
seems.
for now.
Godspeed, detective.
And you haven't missed too much, Summer. It's just been, some general exploring. We're trying to pair up this pendant with its owner. We have 2 of the ingredients here. We're still looking for lemon zest, as well as we need some mint to trade for a mortar and pestle. So,
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
again,
Hello, Detective. What can I do for you?
let's see what we can do. Oh, we can ask questions now. Good.
What can you tell me about Mrs. Fontoul?
Mary is a good woman. She's always been generous to me. She used to sit for hours with that kind, blank stare of hers, listening to my opera when no one else would. It was unlike her to leave the way she did. I've been so worried.
Blank stare,
I do
huh?
hope she's all right.
Did you notice anything strange about Mary before she lost her memory?
Not that I can recall. She seemed every bit her normal, quiet self. Completely imperturbable, as though a veil of calm separated her from the troubles of the world.
Yeah, totally not abnormal at all.
Did Mary start spending time with anyone new prior to her memory loss?
I don't think so. She only really spent time with Mr. Fontoul and her friend Kiki Lawton. And myself, of course, the dear.
Do you know of anyone who would want to harm Mary?
No, I don't. Mary never hurt or offended anyone. Frankly, she didn't interact with all that many people to begin with.
I've got this gold pendant here. Have you ever seen it?
Sorry, no.
If you don't mind, I have a few other questions.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Mr. Fontoul?
Mr. Fontoul is a beneficent gentleman. I can make no complaints about the time I've spent working under his employ. Even if I could, it's not a butler's place to say such things.
Do you live here?
Why, yes. My quarters are adjacent to the staircase.
As we found. All right, Darkstar. Have a good rest of your night.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
I'm afraid not.
Oh?
The Fontoul greenhouse represents a spectacular botanical achievement. The variation in provenance among the flora we cultivate requires careful attention. The only way to maintain precise control over the environment is to limit the number of visitors we allow in. That's why I'm the only one with a key. I am sorry.
I got this letter here addressed to you.
Where did you get that?
A letter from enough
So we already
Sherry
had
to
here.
Mary care to explain.
I have nothing. She's my dear. I will speak.
Thanks, Benny.
Okay, so we can't... It's not letting us in. Can we schmooze this guy a little bit? Like, please let me into
Hello
your,
again, Detective.
your greenhouse.
Any news about Mary?
That's all for now.
Okay, I'm assuming that
Godspeed, Detective.
the crossed out stuff means that there's no new information.
Well, if it is...
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you let me into the...
I'm the font you... The only way... I am.
So he's the only one with the key.
Thanks, Benny.
Does that mean that it's in here somewhere? Like maybe we can find it?
The desk is empty. Nice. Opera records and Rome. There's also a ballad.
Yeah. Voodoo for butlers. Oh, we missed this on the way through. Anything else? Easy to miss that.
Hoodoo for butlers. A couple of chapters are bookmarked.
What a book,
Love
right?
Spells and mind manipulation.
Very specific.
What have you been up to, Benny, old pal?
Yeah. We're not taking that?
Hoodoo for love spells and mind manipulation. What have you been?
Well, I mean, that's pretty incriminating. Can we ask Benny about that?
If it isn't Benny.
Hello.
Letter in your room? Again? Is this new?
I got this letter here addressed to you.
Where did you...
This looks a letter from someone who doesn't appreciate your attentions.
Yeah, maybe we'll let this play
a book
this time.
Of hoodoo in your room.
There we go.
And Mary Fontoul wakes up without her memory. Care to explain?
You have been in my room, Mr. Detective.
Twice
I will
now.
take what you're insinuating, and I absolutely cannot abide you invading my privacy. I have nothing but respect and admiration for Mary Fontoul. She's my dear friend, and one of the few people to show interest in my opera.
Indeed.
I will speak no more on the matter.
Thanks, Benny.
Thanks, Benny. Letting me shake you down again.
Hello again, Detective. Any news about Mary?
Is this new with him? Maybe we can... No.
That's all for now.
That's peculiar, huh?
Godspeed, Detective.
I guess we can try and... What happens now if I try going to the greenhouse? Just it's locked?
Greenhouse is locked. I'll need to find a key.
Need to find a key. I mean, are we able to maybe show this to this guy? Oops. Yeah, actually, no, that's what we want to do.
I can't use that here.
No, okay. Okay, this just brings me back here. Yeah, this game is pretty cool, right? Yeah, this was a game where when it came out, I was like, oh, I definitely want to play this. But then, yeah, just I got playing 100 other things and never got around to it, so it's just sat in my Steam library for a long time. You know the drill. I guess we'll peek at the hotel here. I've got to probably, actually, I'm having a look at the time. Probably a good enough time for me to put a save in, and we'll call it here. Is it autosave, I guess? It must. So I've got to get to sleep. But we will continue more of this on Thursday. The plan for Thursday is going to be... yeah, there's no save there. It's interesting. There's going to be some more Indiana Jones. I think I'm going to work on the Wits max IQ run. It's kind of the 100% run. And then we'll get right back into more of this. This game is really cool. I like it a lot.